What's going on, YouTube? This is the Monday Night Football live here on the Aboriginal Sports Network. Chargers versus Raiders. Game two of the doubleheader. As you guys just seen, the Buccaneers beat the Houston Texans 20-19. Baker Mayfield gets a last-minute touchdown drive against the Houston Texans. And man, CJ Stroud does not look the same, man. CJ Stroud does not look the same. I don't understand what is going on over there in Houston, but hey, we're going to see exactly what is going on with the Houston Texans. But hey, we're talking about the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh versus these Raiders and Pete Carroll and the Raiders. We're gonna see exactly what's going on over here. I think the Chargers get a victory tonight, but the Raiders are no joke. So we're gonna see exactly what's going on with these guys tonight, man. Thank you for everybody that's tuned in, and we will be right back after these messages. Yo, RC 122080. What's going on? Miss Hangover. Thank you for tuning in. And we be right back after these messages. This is the NFL on ABSN. Let's get it.
Ricey K, the Raisin Man.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. And we get ready to get into the Chargers versus the Raiders here tonight. You know, I couldn't leave you guys hanging on a doubleheader. So I decided to call the Chargers versus the Raiders, man. This is an AFC West, showdown. And man, looks like the Chiefs are at the bottom of the AFC West, regardless of what happens in this game, man. I told people the AFC West was going to be a pretty good division to watch, man. And those Chiefs are finding themselves at the bottom of this division. Yo, Iman, thank you for tuning in. Daniel Berry, thank you for tuning in. The Aboriginals, you doggone right, Iman. Man, appreciate you being in here. Probably going to be solo dolo, who knows? But, I'm going to call the game regardless of what's going on. I had to call this game for you guys, man, late night. So hopefully you're here late night. You're tuning in with Big Pass Sports Talk, calling the Raiders versus the Chargers, man. Appreciate you, Iman. Um, man? Put a one in the chat if you think the Raiders can upset the Chargers tonight, man. Going to give you some injury news, man. This sucks for my fantasy team. Joe Burrow has turf toe and needs surgery and will be out at least 3 months for the Cincinnati Bengals, and might have played his last game of this season yesterday, man. The Cincinnati Bengals are oh man, they're in trouble, man. Joe Burrow is out. We'll see. They're 2-0, but man, they are in trouble. All right, the kick is off, and the Raiders will receive first, and he will take it out the end zone. And he's to the 20. He will get to the 23, maybe 24-yard line. And the Raiders will start out with the ball first, man. Geno Smith. Yeah, man. Burrow out again, bro. Man, that sucks, man. Oh boy, can't stand it, man. See, like every quarterback I pick in my main leagues, they get hurt, man. I don't understand it. It's weird, man. All right, and now I'm gonna lose every single last game in my fantasy leagues this week. I mean, I went over. Unless Keenan Allen can make something happen tonight. All right, Jacoby Myers in motion, fakes it to Genty, throws it over the middle. It's picked off by the Chargers defense. Geno Smith throws a pick immediately. Oh my goodness. I might pick him up in waivers. Coach, what's going on, Coach? Thank you for tuning in. Hey, Indiana Jones doing good, man. These Giants fans still hate. I told people it wasn't Jones, it was Dabo, man. Dabo be, he's scapegoating and sabotaging players on his teams, man. Everybody wants to blame Joe Shane and blame the players. We have no talent and all this. You need to look at the head coach, man. He's not developing people. Everybody that leaves this team shines. But Deion Henley with a pick on the very first play. All right, Herbert under center. Marion Hampton in the backfield. Ball is snap, play action. Herbert gets out the pocket. Herbert throws, and that was dangerous. Like Pratt was right there on Marion Hampton. Heavyweight champion of the world. Woo! Fire Dabo now. Woo! Yeah, he's sabotaging Tyrone Tracy. Got him on kickoff duty now because he spoke up for himself and his teammates in the red zone. Say we need to be better in the red zone. So instead of calling better stuff, he puts him on the bench, man. That's the type of dude Dabo is. But we got a couple of real head coaches, Pete Carroll and Jim Harbaugh. Ball is snap. All right, Herbert throws it to Lad McConkey, and McConkey gets maybe 5 yards there. I need you to get the ball to old man Allen. All right, 3rd and 5. Can the Chargers capitalize off that interception? We'll have to settle for a field goal. McConkey in motion. Ball is snap. Herbert looking. Herbert. He's going to throw, and it's incomplete. Intended for Harris, Trey Harris. And the Raiders defense holds. All right, Cameron Dicker, the kicker. And it is good. Right. I would think that he would run the ball a little bit more with Amarian Hampton and Najee Harris, but hey, maybe people are coming out expecting that, and he's letting Herbert cook. Herbert's a very capable quarterback, so we'll see. But I do expect them to run the ball a little bit more, Iman, to be honest with you. Hey, this broadcast is brought to you by K&P Productions, the official sponsor right here on the Aboriginal Sports Network, the official sponsor. If you have any needs as far as your business, as far as promotion wise, commercials, flyers, thumbnails, anything. If you're a content creator, if you need thumbnails, if you need an intro or outro, or if you're trying to become a content creator yourself and you would like to call games, maybe right here on the Aboriginal Sports Network, we can give you a job. Who knows? Tune in to K&P Productions and get your production needs met. We'll be right back after these messages. You've got ideas? but it's time to make them unforgettable. K&P Productions brings your vision to life with pro-level video editing, eye-catching thumbnails, custom logos, and branded backgrounds, all done virtually. Hosted a live stream, we handle the production in StreamYard, from smooth overlays to polished graphics. And if you're ready to level up, our 8-week content creator class gives you the skills, strategies, and confidence to grow fast. K&P Productions, virtual, professional, unforgettable. Book your virtual services today at knpproductions.com. All right, that is K&P Productions. The Chargers on the board already 3-0 off a quick interception off Geno Smith, man. Let's see if they get Genty the ball. Me personally, I hope he does it because the only way I can win this game is if Cameron Dicker and Keenan Allen can outscore Ashton Genty. And I'm already down 21 points in my fantasy league, so I need them to put up like 30 points, and Genty only get like 9. But we'll see, man. We will see. All right, the kickoff is off, and you have to return it from the 1 again. Number 3. Number 3 gets it to the 20. He is hit immediately at the 21 again. Man, he is pop quick. Thank you for everybody's tuning in, man. If you're watching it on Twitter, hit that follow button for us and hit that link in the replies for the Aboriginal Sports Network and subscribe to the Aboriginal Sports Network. We appreciate the support. It is nothing to press that button, man. Go ahead and subscribe to the ABSN. All right, Geno Smith under center, Aston Genty in the backfield. All right, ball is snapped. They hand it off to Genty, and Genty runs over somebody, and Genty gets a quick 14 yards. Man, he ran over somebody right there. Good grief. All right, first to 10. After a good run by Genty for 13 yards, Bowers in motion. Ball is snapped. Geno Smith throws. Ooh, that was close too. Henley was almost on that one too. 5-yard gain. All right, 2nd and 5. Both tight ends in motion. Genty in the backfield, pistol formation. Ball is snapped. Oh, and it was a messed up snap. Nah, I mean a messed up play. Busted play right there. What was that? All right, 3rd and 5. All right, Jacoby Myers in motion. Ball is snapped. They blitz. Throws over the middle. He hits Dante Thornton for a first down. Gain of about 20. Yes, Miro White makes a good block right there. All right, ball is snap, hands it off to White now. White goes for about 3. All right, the Raiders moving the ball now. All right, 2nd and 7. All right, ball of snap. Geno Smith looking. Geno's going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for White. All right, 3rd and 7. Myers in motion, goes to the slot. Ball is snap. Geno Smith has it. He throws, and that's incomplete. Oh, and there's going to be a flag. Flag on Hart. Cam Hart going to be holding on Cam Hart. Pass interference on Cam Hart. All right, 1st and 10. Genty in motion. Ball is snap. They give it to number 1 on a jet sweep, and Tucker gets about 3. All right, 2nd and 7. Geno Smith in a shotgun. Ball is snap. Steps up in the pocket, throws it to the end zone, and it's incomplete. Intended for Tucker. Oh, man, Tony Jefferson breaks it up. All right, Geno Smith, Jacoby Myers in motion. Genty in the backfield. Brock Bowers one-on-one at the bottom of the screen. Ball is snapped. Smith looking. Smith will be sacked. And that Chargers defense, Khalil Mack, return of the Mack, gets the sack right there. Salute, Las Vegas Raiders live. Hey, hit that like and subscribe button for us right here on the Aboriginal Sports Network, bro. Thank you for tuning in, man. Glad to call this game of probably your favorite team. Appreciate you. All right. Raiders lining up for a field goal, 54-yard attempt. Carson does have plenty of leg, so it just has to be accurate. The kick is up, and yep, that is right down the center. All right, it's 3-3. Tied. West Coast battle, AFC West battle. Raiders are tied with the Chargers, 3-3. Raiders come back with a field goal of their own after giving up a pick on the very first play. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, man. Tune in and for fantasy football right here on the Aboriginal Sports Network. And don't be like me. Have your top quarterback go down and lose every last one of your fantasy league games this week. I got to get better next week, man. But tune into Fantasy Foreplay with Miss Hangover and Ghost Dog, his pick, her flex, man. Tune into that, man, right here on the ABSN. We'll be right back after these messages. Check it out.
Welcome to Fantasy Foreplay, the start of the show. Where your draft begins and your knowledge will grow. His picks and her flex, we got you back for show. From quarterback to steeple, that's where we explode. All love, no lust, we the ones you can trust. Lock in your options, you know it's a must. With this week's fantasy, we'll help you adjust. Boom, up a bus, let's get ready to rush. Draft the right, don't miss the call. In the game, we got it all. I hope you enjoy.
All right, that's Fantasy Foreplay right here on the Aboriginal Sports Network. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, man. Hey, check out another guy, another content creator on it right here on the Aboriginal Sports Network, and that is Man Cave, man. Go subscribe to his channel, the Man Cave Podcast, man. We'll be right back.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. Guard.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That Met Life, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, no it don't get broken. Legalize, mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called The Man Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85-inch screen. The game's on, you rushing, please. Stay calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along, the show's on. The host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You now rocking with the voice, you know what.
All right, a good return for the Chargers. They are down to about the 38-yard line. All right, let's see what the Chargers could do. What basically their first drive actually having to go down the field to get some actual points. Got 3 points off the turnover from Geno Smith in the very beginning of the game. Let's see what old Herbert does this time. Disley in motion. Herbert in the shotgun. Raiders look like they might be sending a little pressure. Herbert changes the play. All right, Marion Hampton in the backfield. Johnson one-on-one at the top. Ball is snap. Herbert looking, throws it to Johnson, and Johnson, and it's incomplete. Good coverage by the Raiders right there. All right, 2nd and 10. Raiders showing, they're showing mad pressure right here. Yep, false start. Yep, got a little too anxious right there. Left tackle, be false start, and it'd be 2nd and 15. All right, thank you for everybody that's tuned in on Twitter. You got 83 people on Twitter, man. Hit that follow button for us on Twitter, man. Hit that follow button. All right, 2nd and 5. 2nd and 15. Herbert in the shotgun. Got Keenan Allen in the slot. Watch out for him. Ball is snap. Herbert looking. Herbert throwing. Herbert is incomplete again. Good coverage on Johnston again. Eric Stokes Jr. with the coverage. Maybe they were right saying that the Chargers will barely beat this Raiders team. This Raiders team looks solid. The defense looks very solid. 3rd and 15. Hampton in the backfield. Ball is snapped. Herbert looking. Herbert pumps. Herbert escapes. He's going to run, and he's not going to get anywhere. Maybe get 5 yards. And the Chargers will have to punt. Hey, another former Giant, Patrick Graham, calling the defense for the Chargers. All right, Trey Tucker gonna be on the return for the Raiders. Can he make something happen here? The punt is off. He got good blocking, but he fair catches, and he fair catches at the 16-yard line. Yeah, more passing, Iman. He said, I got a feeling the Chargers ownership is telling Harbaugh they want more passing. This is not Jim Harbaugh. That's a fact. I don't know if they're telling him or he's trying to catch these teams off guard in the very beginning. Who knows? But hey, this is the NFL on ABSN. Check out the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. Mad content creators, great content. We'll be right back after these messages.
Yo, if I'm hawking you like a bird, it ain't cause I respect you, God. It's because I'm trying to find the perfect place for me to shit on. Niggas hear about me and discreetly set up a date to meet me to see if they can defeat me. So I ain't ready to let no motherfucker eat me. That's why you find little pieces of MCs in my feces weekly. You can't beat me, you can't control or delete me. Nigga, you can't even shine on a song that features me. Slippery saliva keeps my delivery tighter, enabling me to outmaneuver Russian MiG fighters, launching missiles at whack rap artists like they was targets for coming abroad and market with that garbage. From downtown Newark to South Orange, niggas is paying homage. I batter you for anything you own worth pawning. Rap and snap at your ass crack like bear trap, contaminate your air sacs like tear gas. And I swear, black, you try to batter me, you won't last. I turn your ass into the artist formerly known as gay ass fag, blow you to ashes with my tactics, strip you naked and make you hug a cactus, you bastards. From the How Can I Be Down conference to the Gavin, whack MCs get slapped in their faces for rapping. For absolutely no rhyme or reason I start beefing, spitting words into faster than Puerto Rican speaking. The keys for me to make an example out of somebody you respect, and that'll discourage you from trying to test. Whoever ain't nice enough to rhyme with me should surrender their soul and combine with me, or die violently. I'm trying to be a millionaire before the year's up, hungry like a dog with his ears up. This little nigga with heart from North Newark. The only thing faster than the speed of light is the speed of dog. With the jaws of a great white shark, I rip you apart. My state-of-the-art lyrical laces is razor sharp. Splattered the brain matter of my enemies with the same bullet trajectory to murder John Kennedy in the back of the cranial.
Welcome to the Aboriginal Sports Network.
90 minutes of heat, 90 minutes of lyrics and beats, 90 minutes on these brick city streets.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Cannabis on the mic for the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. Hey, Terrence Crawford, undisputed super middleweight champion. Called that live for you guys as well. Terrence Crawford is the man. Put Canelo in a boxing class. But, hey, Geno Smith on the center. Ashton Gency in the backfield. Ball to snap. Play action. Geno Smith looking. Smith getting out of pressure. Smith escapes. Smith looking. Smith throws, and he completes it to Michael Mayer, and he is hit after getting a yard. Man, he did a whole lot for that 1 yard. That was great to get out that pocket, though. Geno Smith. Yeah, Crawford whooped cuz, man. All right. Oh, he got 3 yards on the play. I'm sorry. 2nd and 7. Geno Smith on the center. Strong guy formation. Ball is snapped. Genty, oh, he is hitting the backfield immediately. Man, Derwin James got in there quick. All right, 3rd and long, 3rd and 12. Geno Smith in a shotgun. Can the Chargers get off the field to put the offense back on the field? Ball is snapped, little high. Geno Smith is going to throw it to the outside of Brock Bowers, and Bowers is hit immediately. and the Chargers will get off the field. Boss Les, what's going on? Yeah, he got tripped up by his own man on that one, Ashton Genty, on the run before. Brock Bowers with a knee brace on. Brock Bowers last season, 112 catches for 1,194 yards, NFL rookie record. Pawed out last year. Having a tough little time this year with injuries, but once he gets back healthy, he's going to be a problem. All right, the Raiders punted. Very high, good punt. And it'll be returned. Davis gets to the outside a little bit, and he will get about a 7-yard return towards the 30. Man, can his Chargers offense run the ball a little bit? We'll see. We will see. Thank you for everybody that's tuned in, man. All right, this is the NFL on ABSN, and we'll be right back after these messages. All right, we are back in action. Pete Carroll and Jim Harbaugh have had a lot of meetings, and they can't get away from each other, man. All right, 1st and 10. Herbert in the shotgun, Disley in motion. Got Najee Harris in the backfield. McConkey in motion now. Ball is snap. No, that's Amarian Hampton. Herbert throws. Herbert completes it to McConkey for a 1st down. Gets to the 47-yard line. All right, 1st and 10. Now Najee Harris is in the backfield. Ball is snapped. They hand it to Najee. Najee gets about 5 yards. All right, all right. 2nd and 4. Najee Harris still in the backfield. Herbert in a shotgun. Look at Max Crosby, and Crosby gets an early jump. Herbert is going to get out the pocket, and Herbert's going to run, and he's going to pick up a first down to the 35-yard line. That's probably going to be offsides on the Raiders. Yep, offsides on Max Crosby and the Raiders. The penalties decline, and Herbert's going to get a good run right there. All right, trips to Herbert's left. First to 10 from the 35-yard line in the shotgun. All right, Johnston in motion. Ball is snap. Herbert looking. Herbert steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be sacked. Laulu with the sack. All right, Justin Herbert in a shotgun, second and 13. Keenan Allen in motion. Raiders showing pressure again. Ball is snapped. They back out of it. Herbert looking. Herbert throws it to Keenan Allen, and he's going to get about 11 yards. Old man Allen, I need to see a little bit more from you, old man Allen, tonight, man. Gotta save me, brother. All right, third and 3. Marion Hampton in motion. Herbert looking. Herbert throws to Lad McConkey for a first down at the 18-yard line, but might bring it back. Outside on the offense, line up in the neutral zone, man. All right, now it's third and long. Crucial penalty right there. Tyrone Hall, thank you for tuning in, bro. He said you're using Brian Dabo's playbook, huh? All right, third and 8. Ball is snapped. Herbert looking. Herbert's going to step up in the pocket. Oh, he makes a move. And, he gets popped right there. Would that be a first down? Oh, that might be a flag anyway. Yep, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the Raiders. Man, great move by Herbert. All right, Marion Hampton in the backfield. Chargers threatening, first and 10. Big ass fullback in motion. Ball is snapped. They hand it off to Hampton. Hampton goes forward. Hampton pushes forward for about 5. Yeah, he does. Boss less. He is jumping early a lot. Another flag is down. 12 men on the field, defense. Yeah, they had 12 men on the defense. All right, 1st and 5. All right, Hampton in the backfield. Ball of snap gives it to Hampton. He is hitting the backfield this time. Max Crosby and 4-2. All right, this drive, 7 plays, 62 yards, almost 5 minutes off the clock for the Chargers. Yeah, Max Crosby is dope. Love Max Crosby. All right, 2nd and 8. Loss of 3 on that play. Jim Harbaugh is not liking what he's seeing. All right, Keenan Allen in motion. Herbert in the shotgun. Ball is snap. Raiders send a blitz. Herbert looking, steps up. Herbert gets out the pocket. Herbert throws. Touchdown, Keenan Allen. Yes, sir. All right, the extra point is up and it is good. All right, Chargers take a 10-3 lead. Yeah, that was great composure by Justin Herbert right there, man. Getting it to old man Keenan Allen. He just seems to get touchdowns, man. Love Keenan Allen in the red zone. All right, the Raiders with the ball now. All right, Geno Smith on the center, Ashton Genty in the backfield. Tucker in motion, jet sweep to Tucker, and Tucker, oh, he breaks a tackle and he's going to get about 6 yards. Oh, and Khalil Mack. Oh no, he's holding his wrist. Oh no, that's going to be a huge loss if he can't get back in the game. Ah, oh no. Oh, that might be a broke forearm. Oh, that's gonna hurt the Mac man. Yeah, that might be a broken forearm, man. He says, "Hey, I'm going to our home opener Sunday. Hopefully, the Giants can play a complete game in all three phases. Hey, we might have a chance against the Chiefs. To be honest with you, might have a chance against the Chiefs, man. Um, man, but hey, check out the NBA Heat Check right here on the Aboriginal Sports Network with Popular Opinion Sports, NYG 22, Man Cave, and Leaf Diggy. Check that out. Check it out.
He's on fire! He's heating up! He's heating up!
That's the NBA Heat Check. All right. Geno Smith in the shotgun. Ashton Genty in the backfield, pistol formation. This might be a quick first down here. The number one at the bottom. Ball is snapped. Geno Smith looking, throws. Oh, good coverage right there by Cam Hart, but a flag on the play. Illegal contact on Cam Hart. Oh, Henley. I'm sorry, Henley. Oh man, might not see Khalil Mack for a long time. All right, 1st and 10. All right. Myers hands it off to Genty, and Genty is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. All right, Bud Dupree's gonna have to step up, man. Cause like Khalil Mack, the Mack man's gonna be out like a broken forearm to me. All right, 2nd and 10. Genty in the backfield. Smith on the center, ball is snap, play action. Geno Smith looking, throws. Oh, it's deflected. Oh, almost intercepted. All right, 3rd and 10. All right, Geno Smith. Myers in motion. Ball is snapped. Smith gets the ball. Smith throws and he completes it to Jacoby Myers. And Jacoby Myers gets all the way down to the 27-yard line. Huge gain right there for the Raiders. All right, ball is snapped. Geno Smith looking under pressure, throws it is incomplete. Flag on the play. Gonna be holding. All right, Geno Smith in the shotgun. Genty in the backfield. Ball is snap, hands it to Genty, and Genty, he's gonna get about 2, maybe 3. All right, 2nd and 17. Ball is snapped. Geno Smith looking under pressure. Smith escapes pressure again, and Smith is going to run. And Smith is going to get yards, and Smith is going to get about 15 yards. What a play. All right, 3rd and 2. Genty in the backfield, pistol formation. Tucker in motion. Ball is snapped, hands it to Genty, and Genty goes forward for a first down. All right, 1st and 10. Genty in the backfield. Myers in motion. Ball is snapped. Geno's going to throw it to Genty, and Genty's going to spin, and Genty's going to get about 5 yards. All right, 2nd and 6. Raiders in the shotgun. Geno Smith, ball is snap. Geno looking, Geno throwing, and it's deflected. Gilman with a nice play right there. All right, 3rd and 6. All right, Geno Smith in the shotgun. Tucker in motion. Ball is snapped. The ball is snapped low. Geno is under pressure. He'll be sacked. All right, Carlson. 40-yard attempt. This is a layup for him. The kick is up and it is good. All right, man. Hey, this game is pretty good. He said Pete Carroll must have gotten the same memo. Shaking my head. Yo, I gotta hope that Jinty doesn't get any more points. I hope Keenan Allen and Cameron Dicker, the kicker, can pull this game out for. I still got a chance in one of my fantasy leagues, man. Shout out, shout out to the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. If you're into fantasy football, check out the ABSN, man. We got fantasy football for you here as well. Check it out.
Welcome to Fantasy Foreplay, a start of the show. Where your draft begins and your knowledge will grow. His picks and her flex, we got you back for show. From quarterback to sequel, that's where we explode. All love, no lust, we the ones you can trust. Lock in your options, you know it's a must. With this week's fantasy, we'll help you adjust. Boom, up a bus, let's get ready to rush. Draft it right, don't miss the call. In the game, we got no. I hope you enjoy.
I hope you enjoying this podcast, man. Hit that like and subscribe button for the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. Giving you fantasy football here. Fantasy football. I mean, Monday Night Football here. And the Chargers on top of the Raiders so far, 10-6, man. Can one of these teams turn it up? Can one of these teams get the run game going? Man, it's been bad. And yes, got a little bit of news, injury news. Khalil Mack has been injured and he has been taken to the locker room for x-rays. I think it's a broken forearm. Hope he's okay, though. All right. Big Pat Sports Talk here on the commentary for you guys on Monday Night Football. Chargers 10-6 over the Raiders. The Raiders just got another field goal to come within 4 points. And the Chargers put up some more points to start making this game a little bit more interesting tonight. 10-6 so far. Thank you for everybody that's tuned in. All right, the kickoff is off, and the Chargers will return it from the 2-yard line. Hassan Haskins gets to the 20 to 25, breaks off a tackle, gets it down to the 32-yard line. And the Chargers will start from the 32-yard line. And the Chargers, how the Chargers were built. 6 in the first round. Derwin James, Justin Herbert, Zion Johnson, Quentin Johnson, Omarion Hampton, 24 players from free agency. Keenan Allen, Najee Harris, the top two dogs. And Keenan Allen already paying dividends for the Chargers this season. All right, Omarion Hampton in the backfield. Johnston in motion. They do a reverse to Johnston, and Johnston is not going to get anywhere. He loses a couple of yards. Devin White having a career resurgence with the Raiders. All right, 2nd and 12. Herbert in the shotgun. Both these offenses have been a little bit underwhelming so far. But Keenan Allen and McConkey in the slot at the top. Raiders send the blitz, don't make it, throws it to McConkey. McConkey picks up maybe 6. All right, 3rd and 6. Chargers one for 3 so far on 3rd down. Can they get another one here? McConkey in motion. All right, you got to watch out for Keenan Allen and McConkey right here if you're the Raiders. Marion Hampton switches sides. Ball is snap. Herbert looking. Herbert throwing. Herbert incomplete. And the Raiders defense holds. Not what I needed right there. And get a ball right back to the Raiders. Oh. All right, the punt is off. And a fair catch at the 11-yard line by Tucker right there. I thought he would return that. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Man, what y'all think of this game so far, man? Both these offenses are struggling mightily. Are they on the money or are they out of pocket, man?
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket.
We gotta see what this Raiders team can do right here. Maybe they can put some pressure on this Chargers defense. And I think they're gonna get Ashton Genty going, and that would suck for my fantasy team, but that would be great for the Raiders if they could get that going. But what do you guys think, man? You think this Raiders team could pull this upset off tonight? Yeah, you said they out of pocket, huh, boss? Yeah, they both out of pocket so far tonight, man. Neither one of them is getting the run game going, and neither one of them getting any type of offense going so far, man. All right, Geno Smith on the center. Ashton Genty in the backfield. Tucker in motion. Ball is snapped. They hand it to Genty. Ooh, and Genty almost breaks it. Gets about 6 yards. All right, Ashton Genty goes in motion at the top of your screen. Geno Smith, empty backfield. Ball is snapped. Geno looking. Geno throwing. Geno completes to Michael Mayer for a first down. Raiders cheerleaders. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that, boss list. All right. Shotgun formation. I'll run a draw right here to Genty. Yep, they do. They give it to Genty, and Genty goes for 10 yards. All right, first and 10. Geno Smith on the center. White in the backfield now. Ball is snap. Play action. Geno Smith steps up, throws it to White. And White is he's gonna push forward for about get 8 yards. Oh, I didn't know Jeremiah Smith was Geno's cousin. That's what's up. Jeremiah Smith, wide receiver of Ohio State, is Geno Smith's cousin. Ball is snap, play action. Geno Smith looking. Geno's going to throw it down the field and incomplete. All right, 3rd and 2. It'll be timeout Chargers. All right, pistol formation, 3rd and 2. All right, Geno Smith. Tucker in motion. Ball is snapped, and the Chargers destroy that play. Deion Henry. right. Punt is off. Good coverage by the Raiders here. It'll be fair called at the 9-yard line. All right. This, yeah. If you go by the rule, yeah, that was rough of the passer. He tapped him on the helmet, I guess. But hey, thank you guys for tuning in, man. Hey, look, this is the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. Check out Heart of the City with Coach Ed Gladney and Unpopular Opinion Sports, aka NYG22. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Ricey K, the Raisin Man.
Mosley, what's going on, Mosley? Thank you for tuning in, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate the support. All right, Chargers in the shotgun. Can they get something going starting from their own territory at the yard line? Ball is snap. Justin Herbert throws, completes to Keenan Allen, and he gets 9 yards. All right, 2nd and 1. Ball is snap, hands it off to Najee Harris, and Harris bulls for no. He did not get the first down. It'd be 3rd and 1. All right, 3rd and 1. Davis in motion, ball is snap, hands it to Hampton. Hampton, oh, and Hampton breaks some tackles, and Hampton still running down to the 34-yard line. All right. Herbert in the shotgun. Ball is snap. Herbert looking. Herbert throws it over the middle to Will Disley. And he will get about 7 yards. All right, 2nd and 3. Will they get it out before the 2-minute warning? No, they will not. Man, the coach got a bloody lip on the sideline, man. Hey, we got a debate show coming out for you guys, man. Might be coming out every Saturday morning. Check out the Sideline Smoke with yours truly, Big Pat Sports Talk, NYG22, and Shakes Montana. Check out the Sideline Smoke. It's going to be dope. Check it out. Check out the best debate show coming out, man. The Sideline Smoke, man. If you want the smoke, check out Sideline Smoke for that debate show there, man. That show is going to be fire. It's going to be action packed, man. We're going to have a lot in there, man. You better look, man, because we going
And I want you to attack. I want you to visualize and then attack.
visualize and attack these topics, man. Me versus Shakes Montana with the host NYG22 on Popular Opinion Sports. Yeah, it's been a snooze so far, Jack, man. Hey, y'all go check out the Ball Norris podcast as well, right here on the Aboriginal Sports Network. Go check out his personal channel, the Ball Norris podcast. Go subscribe, man. Big Jack calling the games for us here on Sundays, man. Thank you. And check out his morning show on Thursdays as well, man. Appreciating having Jack going to South Carolina for college, man. Get it cracking, Jack, man. Appreciate you, bro. All right, 2nd and 3. Matt back on the sideline for the Chargers in a sling. Not a good sign. All right, can the Chargers offense step up for him? Ball to snap. Herbert, play action. Herbert looking. Herbert throwing it deep. James Johnston for a touchdown. Touchdown, Chargers. Good grief. Extra point is up and it is good. And this Chargers game has just opened up a little bit. All right. Hey, got a live show tomorrow night on the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. Check out Jack. I'm telling you, cracking Jack. He getting it cracking for the ABSN. Appreciate you. 9:30 Eastern, recapping week two's games and previewing week three. Go check out the Ball Norris podcast, man, right here on the Aboriginal Sports Network. Appreciate you, Jack. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of the network, man. Appreciate the support. Man, they just threw that ball deep down the field, and the Chargers have opened this game up, man. This is the Aboriginal Sports Network, Monday Night Football Live with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk on the commentary. Man, hit that like and subscribe button for the Aboriginal Sports Network, y'all. Please.
Yo, if I'm hawking you like a bird, it ain't cause I respect you, God. It's because I'm trying to find the perfect place for me to shit on. Niggas hear about me and discreetly set up a date to meet me to see if they can defeat me. So I ain't ready to let no motherfucker eat me. That's why you find little pieces of MCs in my feces weekly. You can't beat me, you can't control or delete me. Nigga, you can't even shine on a song that features me. Slippery saliva keeps my delivery tighter, enabling me to outmaneuver Russian MiG fighters. Launching missiles of whack rap artists like they was targets for coming to broader market with that garbage. From downtown Newark to South Orange, niggas is paying homage. I batter you for anything you own worth pawning. Rap and snap at your ass crack like bear traps. Contaminate your air sacs like tear gas. And I swear, black, if you try to batter me, you won't last. I turn your ass into the artist formerly known as gay ass bag. Blow you to ashes with my tactics. Strip you naked and make you hug a cactus, you bastards. From the How Can I Be Down conference to the Gavin. Whack MCs get slapped in their faces for rapping. For absolutely no rhyme or reason, I start beefing. Spitting words that you faster than Puerto Rican speaking. The keys for me to make an example out of somebody you respect, and that'll discourage you from trying to test. Whoever ain't nice enough to rhyme with me should surrender their soul and combine with me, or die violently. I'm trying to be a millionaire before the year's up, hungry like a dog with his ears up. This little nigga with heart from North Newark. The only thing faster than the speed of light is the speed of dog. With the jaws of a great white shark, I rip you apart. My state-of-the-art lyrical lasers razor sharp, splattered the brain matter of my enemies with the same bullet trajectory that murdered John Kennedy in the back of the cranial.
Welcome to the Aboriginal Sports Network.
90 minutes of heat, 90 minutes of lyrics and beats, 90 minutes on these brick city streets.
All right, the Raiders return it. And the Raiders will have a minute and 45 to try to answer back against the Chargers after that seamless deep ball that's so beautiful that Jack puts, that Justin Herbert threw down the field to Johnston, man. Hey, he's got 3 touchdowns so far in this season, man. Maybe he's cleared up those drops. All right, Geno Smith in the shotgun. Ball is snapped. Geno Smith looking under pressure, throws it to the running back. Hey, Dylan. Oh, man, that kid's fast. All right, 1st and 10. Geno Smith back in the shotgun. Throws it to the same running back, and he gets about 5 more yards. Well, 4. All right, ball is snapped. Geno throws, and they say that's incomplete. Trey Tucker. All right, 3rd and 6. Ball is snapped. Chargers send 4. Get a little bit of pressure. Geno Smith gets out the pocket. Smith, we're going to throw it deep. And it's intercepted. Intercepted by old man Tony Jefferson. Yeah, the Chargers receiver core steps up is dangerous as I don't know what. 2 interceptions for Geno so far tonight. All right, the Chargers are probably going to do a quarterback sneak to get out the end zone. All right, do a tush push, and Herbert gets about 2 yards to get a little space. And the Raiders are going to call their first time out. All right, let's see what the Chargers do with a little bit of space. 2nd and 8. All right, Herbert in the shotgun. Ball is snapped. Herbert looking. Herbert throws to Johnston. He gets another catch, and it'll be 3rd and about 2. All right, 3rd and 1. Herbert in the shotgun. Ball is snapped. They pitch it out to Hampton, and Hampton's going to get that 1 yard. All right, looks like the Chargers will let it go to halftime. All right, give it to Hampton, and Hampton gets a good game. And that'll be the last play before the halftime. Hey, look, man. Let's go ahead and do a quick halftime show for you guys. We'll be right back after these messages.
Ricey K, the Raisin Man.
right. Thank you guys for tuning in. And this is the ABSN halftime show right here on the Aboriginal Sports Network. Chargers leading the Raiders 17-6. Let's get into some of these halftime stats, man. Justin Herbert, 9-14 for 133 yards, 2 touchdowns, has been sacked 1 time. And I think he's been playing pretty well. And that last pass to Johnston really helped him out. The Chargers, 11 carries for 54 yards as a team, led by Justin Herbert. Again, 4 carries for 28 yards. Marianne Hampton, 4 carries for 22 yards. Najee Harris, 2 carries for 6 yards so far. And receiving, Quentin Johnston, 2 catches for 67 yards with that big 60-yard bomb from Justin Herbert with 1 touchdown. Lad McConkey, 3 catches for 30 yards. And Keenan Allen, 3 catches himself with 29 yards and a touchdown. And 9 catches for 133 yards and 2 touchdowns so far for the Chargers in the air. Defensive-wise, Steele and Derwin James leading with 5 tackles. Henley right behind them with 4 tackles and a tackle for loss. Tui Palutu with a tackle for loss. And Khalil Mack got a sack before he injured his elbow. And Jamari Caldwell with a sack for the Chargers with 2 sacks and 4 tackles for loss so far in this game. All right, go to the Raiders side. Geno Smith, 11-19 for 97 yards and 2 picks. Man, throwing 2 picks, man, that's crazy. Ashton Jeanty, 7 carries for 30 yards. Geno Smith, 15 yards rushing with 2 carries for himself, 12 carries for 50 yards. That is not going to get it done tonight. Neither team running the ball particularly well tonight. They're averaging 4 yards per carry. They're just not running the ball. Jacoby Myers, 1 catch for 25 yards. Dante Thornton, 1 catch for 20 yards. Labe, 2 catches for 17 yards. Man, a fast running back out the backfield, man. The Raiders so far, 11 catches for 97 yards and no touchdowns. 1 fumble and recovered by Geno Smith. Geno Smith throwing those 2 interceptions. Deion Henley and old man Tony Jefferson got those 2 interceptions for the Chargers, by the way. Devin White leading the Raiders in tackles with 6 tackles and 1 tackle for loss. Lakeith Futu with 2 tackles and a tackle for loss. And Jonah Laulu with 1 sack for the Raiders so far. And the Raiders have 1 sack and no turnovers to speak of. And I just think this Raiders team is just being outplayed so far, man. They can't get the pass that they want on the outside, trying to take advantage of that Chargers secondary. They can't do it so far. And this is why they're losing, man. Let's go to the team stats. They actually have more first downs than the Chargers. Third down efficiency is not too shabby for the Chargers, 3 of 6, 50%. The Raiders 3 of 8. Got to get that a little bit better. The Chargers 184 total yards, so the Raiders 128. And the turnover battle, that might be the issue here. You lead in time of possession, but you lose in a turnover battle, and that's why you're down 17-6. So, hey, look, let's go ahead and do a big pass game plan on how I think the Raiders can come back and upset the Chargers, man.
Big Pat's game plan. This week's key matchups.
Hey, the key matchup, man, is can this Raiders get Ashton Jeanty and Zamir White with this running game going here in the second half? It's only an 11-point game. You still got 2 quarters, so it's only a 2-score game. If you can get that running game going and continue to have that time of possession and stop Justin Herbert and that offense from getting on the field, which has not been spectacular tonight. They had 1 good play to Johnston where he kind of got caught up looking for the over route with Johnston, but he curled it back out and went to a doggone post corner on you guys, and he got the touchdown, and Justin Herbert threw an absolute strike. But if you could get that running game going and slow down Justin Herbert from getting those passes over the middle of the field and quit allowing him to run and pick up first downs with his legs, man, I think you got a heck of a chance to win this game. Even though Ashton Jeanty is going against me in fantasy football, I'm just gonna keep it real. If they get Ashton Genty going in this game, man, I think the Raiders can win this game, and I think their defense can stop that Chargers offense for putting up too many more points here in the second half. But get the run game going with Ashton Genty. Do a couple of those jet sweeps with that Trey Tucker guy who is really fast. Do some misdirection plays with this Chargers defense, because you're allowing them to come straight at you and catch them in those blitzes, man. And you can catch them in that blitz with a deep dig across the middle from Thornton. And I think you can get some points against this Chargers defense here in the second half. And that is my game plan for the Raiders to come back and win this game against the Chargers. We'll see what they do. Ashton Genty, can he get busy in the second half? We'll see. Don't get desperate. Don't step back and pass it all day with Geno Smith, because he will make some mistakes, and that Chargers pass rush is getting to him, especially when they blitz. So run the ball, slow the game down, get Justin Herbert off the field a couple of times, and you'll find yourself maybe with the lead with 2 touchdowns, 20-17 early here in this second half. That's Big Pat's game plan for the Raiders. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been the Aboriginal Sports Network halftime show, and we will be back to call the second half. Big Pat's game plan, man. Y'all better pay attention, because every time I've done this and they've done what I said, that team usually wins. But we'll see. Thank you for tuning in.
Big Pat's game plan. This week's key matchups.
hawking you like a bird. It ain't cause I respect you, God. It's because I'm trying to find the perfect place for me to shit on. Niggas hear about me and discreetly set up a date to meet me to see if they can defeat me. So I ain't ready to let no motherfucker eat me. That's why you find little pieces of MCs in my feces weekly. You can't beat me, you can't control or delete me. Nigga, you can't even shine on a song that features me. Slippery saliva keeps my delivery tighter, enabling me to outmaneuver Russian MiG fighters. Launching missiles at whack rap artists like they was targets for coming abroad and market with that garbage. From downtown Newark to South Orange, niggas is paying homage. I batter you for anything you own worth pawning. Rap and snap at your ass crack like bear traps. Contaminate your air sacs like tear gas. And I swear, black, if you try to batter me, you won't last. I turn your ass into the artist formerly known as gay ass bag. Blow you to ashes with my tactics. Strip you naked and make you hug a cactus, you bastards. From the How Can I Be Down conference to the Gavin. Whack MCs get slapped in their faces for rapping. For absolutely no rhyme or reason I start beefing. Spitting words is faster than Puerto Rican speaking. for me to make an example out of somebody you respect, and that'll discourage you from trying to test. Whoever ain't nice enough to rhyme with me should surrender their soul and combine with me, or die violently. I'm trying to be a millionaire before the year's up, hungry like a dog with his ears up. This little nigga with heart from North Newark. The only thing faster than the speed of light is the speed of dog. With the jaws of a great white shark, I rip you apart. My state-of-the-art lyrical lasers is razor sharp. Splattered the brain matter of my enemies with the same bullet trajectory that murdered John Kennedy in the back of the cranial.
Welcome to the Aboriginal Sports Network.
90 minutes of heat, 90 minutes of lyrics and beats, 90 minutes on these brick city streets.
All right. Thank you for everybody for watching so far tonight. Chargers on top of the Raiders 17-6. And man, what about what do you guys think is gonna happen here in this second half? Could the Raiders come back and beat the Chargers, or the Raiders are gonna fall victim to this Chargers offense, to Justin Herbert here in this second half, man? Actually quite interesting to see this second half, man. I'm glad I actually got up and called this game, after work. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. 153 in the chat. Appreciate you guys, man. Go hit that follow button for me on Twitter. If you are watching on Twitter, hit that follow button for us, man, right here on the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. Appreciate all the support. I just love doing this for you guys, man. Calling these games for you guys, giving you guys something other than what the TV is showing you as far as commentary. Wish I could show the actual game for you guys while I'm doing it, but maybe we'd be able to do that here in the future with the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. But appreciate you guys to the fullest, man. And the second half is getting ready to start here pretty soon. And I think this Chargers team I think they might win the AFC West, man. You're gonna check these guys out, man. They haven't really even gotten started with their run game. Once they get that run game rolling towards playoff time, which I know Jim Harbaugh's gonna do, they're gonna be something to be reckoned with, man. But let's check out this second half and see if they can finish off this Raiders team. And the Chargers will receive the ball first. All right, the kick is off, and we go right to Haskins, and he gets to the 20, to the 25-yard line, maybe the 26. And Lob, the running back, gets the tackle there on special teams. All right, let's see what they do. Chargers in a strong guy formation. Ball is snap, hands it off to Hampton is stopped immediately. Max Crosby in there. There you go, Max. All right, 2nd and 11. Good start so far for this Raiders defense. Hampton in the backfield. Herbert in the shotgun. Lad McConkey and Keenan Allen in the slot. Watch those guys. Ball is snap. Raiders come out the blitz. He throws to a wide open Trey Harris for a first down. – 23-yard pass right there. All right, 1st and 10. Ball is snap. Quick pass. Johnston. He gets maybe 4 yards. All right, ball is snap, 2nd and 6. Raiders send the blitz. He passes to McConkey. McConkey's going to get the first down and get a little bit more. All right, and this Chargers offense is rolling. This is not what the Raiders needed so far. Petruzzi, what's going on, Petruzzi? Thank you for tuning in, brother. All right, 1st and 10. Strong out formation. Ball is snap, play action. Herbert gets out the pocket. Herbert. All right, he's going to slide and take the sack. All right, 2nd and 13. Herbert under center. Ball is snap. Play action. Herbert looking. Herbert throws it to Hampton. Hampton is going to be stopped very short, maybe a yard. All right, 3rd and 12. Can the Raiders come up with a stop here? Ball is snap. Quick pass to Trey Harris, and he will be stopped short of the first down by a yard. All right, 4th and 2. Looks like the Chargers are going to go for it. All right, 4th and 2. And timeout Raiders. All right, looks like the Chargers are going to go for it. 4th and 2. This is a huge play for the Raiders. Marion Hampton in the backfield. Ball is snap, play action. Herbert looking. Herbert throws. Hits Keenan Allen. And Keenan Allen gets down to the 5-yard line. All right, Chargers, 1st and goal. McConkey in motion. All right, Herbert has to take a timeout. All right, Herbert and single back formation. Hampton in the backfield. Hands it to Hampton. Hampton's going to go forward down to the 2-yard line. All right, Herbert in a shotgun. Pull back in motion. Hands it to Hampton. He will not get there. Ball is snapped. Hand it to Hampton, and he is stuffed again. All right, and the Chargers will kick a field goal. Kick is up, and it is good. A bobble snap, but the kick is still good. All right, thank you guys for watching. Man, this is getting interesting, man. I am a point behind in my fantasy league. Keenan Allen might save me tonight. Him and Dicker the kicker against Ashton Genty. And the Raiders are down 14 points. And I don't think Genty's going to get too many more carries like that. Come on, boys, do it for me. Check out fantasy football right here on the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. His pick, her flex, Miss Hangover, and Ghost Dog Fantasy Foreplay. Y'all check it out.
Welcome to Fantasy Foreplay, the start of the show. Where your draft begins and your knowledge will grow. His picks and her flex, we got you back for show. From quarterback to steeple, that's where we explode. All love, no lust, we the ones you can trust. Lock in your options, you know it's a must. With this week's fantasy, we'll help you adjust. Boom, up a bus, let's get ready to rush. Draft the right, don't miss the call. In the game, we got it all. I hope you enjoy.
Thank you guys for watching, man. Hit that like and subscribe button for us right here on the Aboriginal Sports Network. And once again, if you are watching on Twitter, man, just hit that follow button for us, man. Go ahead and hit that follow button for us on Twitter. Man, that was almost messed up. Great regrab by the holder on that field goal, man. Because, man, that was dangerous. All right. The kick is off, and he catches it at the 8. All right. And Zamir White gets it up to the 34-yard line. Hey, Terrence Bud Crawford, pound for pound, best boxer in the world. Oh, Bud Crawford's a Green Bay Packer fan. All right, Raiders in the shotgun. Ashley Genty in the backfield. All right, ball is snap. Oh, and Gino almost throws a pick. First game since 2022 with 2+ interceptions in the first half for Geno Smith tonight. All right, 2nd and 10. Trips to Geno's left. All right, ball is snapped. They hand it to Genty, and Genty breaks some tackles, and Genty is going to get 5 yards. All right, Raiders, 3rd and 5. Ball is snapped. Chargers only send 3. Geno throws, and it's complete for a first down. Brock Bowers. Oh, that sucks for my fantasy team now. All right, 1st and 10. Geno Smith on the center, ball is snap, fake pitch. Geno has Jacoby Myers, and Myers catches it for 4 yards. All right, 2nd and 5, hands it to Genty, and Genty gets about 4 yards. All right, 3rd and 1. Raiders under center. Ball is snapped, and he's going to sneak his way for a first down. All right, 1st and 10. Myers in motion. Ball is snap, play action. Gino looking. Gino out the pocket. Gino looking. He's going to get maybe 2 yards. All right, ball is snap. Gino looking. Gino's going to throw it to Genty. And Genty's going to get about 3 yards. All right, 3rd and 6. Geno Smith in the shotgun. Ball is snap. Chargers coming. They get the blitz. Oh, and it's caught by Brock Bowers for a first down. What a play by Brock Bowers right there. All right, 1st and 10. Geno, pistol formation. Ball is snap. Play action. You got Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers going to get a first down. Oh, no. 2nd and 1. All right, White in the backfield. Thank goodness. Ball is snap. Geno looking. Geno throwing. Geno. Myers wasn't looking for it. All right, and Geno Smith sneaks for another first down. All right. Hands it off to Genty, and he is hitting the backfield immediately. And that might be the last play of the 3rd quarter. All right, Raiders in the shotgun. Yeah, trying to draw them all sides. All right, 2nd and 10, Raiders. Hands it off to Genty. Genty gets about 4 yards. All right, 3rd and 6. Oh, man. Free play. Be 3rd and 1. Ball is snap, play action, throws it to Jacoby Myers, and he spins and gets a first down. Ball is snapped. Geno Smith looking. Geno throws it to the end zone over everybody's head. All right, Jacoby Myers in motion. 2nd and 10. Ball is snapped. Geno throws. Oh, it's complete to Trey Tucker. Cam Hart with a nice tackle right there. All right, 3rd and 7. Geno Smith in a shotgun, trips to his left. Ball is snapped. Geno Smith looking. Geno under pressure. Geno looking. Geno's going to run, and he's going to pick up a first down. Takes a pop. It might be holding. All right, 3rd and 17. Ball is snapped. Geno Smith looking. He's going to throw it to his running back. And White's going to get it to the 19-yard line. It'll be about a 3rd and 12. 4th and 12, I mean. All right. Chargers get ready to take back over. Appreciate you, Shakes. Thank you for sharing the stream, bro. All right, the Chargers nailed it in the end zone. All right. Chargers with the ball. Single back formation. Lad McConkey in motion. Ball is snapped. Herbert still throwing it. Herbert going to throw it over to Najee Harris. And he's going to push forward for about 9 yards. Ball is snapped. Hands it to Harris. And he pushes forward for a first down. Come on, get the ball to old man Keenan, man. I'm only 3 points down in my fantasy league, man. Please. Oh, Keenan Allen ain't even in the game. Oh, this sucks. All right, 1st and 10. Ball is snap, play action. Herbert looking, he's going to throw it to his running back, Harris. He spins, and he spins again and gets another first down. Herbert throws, and it's incomplete to Johnston. Oh, we got Keenan Allen on the field. We might get something here. 2nd and 10. Or they're going to hand it off. Ball is snapped, throws it is to McConkey. And McConkey gets 7 yards, maybe 8. All right, 3rd and 1. Ball is snapped. Herbert looking, Herbert throwing, and almost picked off. All right, 4th and 1. Oh, and a botch play. And the Raiders take over. I don't know what that was. All right, this game's getting a little interesting. Geno Smith on the field. Ball is snapped. Geno looking. Geno throws, completes it to Brock Bowers. We're about 7, maybe 8. All right, Geno Smith in a shotgun. Ball is snapped. Geno Smith looking. Throws. He throws it too high. Geno is having an off night tonight. Bowers in motion. Ball is snapped. Geno looking. Geno throws it over the middle to Jacoby Myers. And Myers gets down to the 15-yard line. All right, ball is snapped. Geno Smith looking, throws it, is tipped. All right, Geno Smith in a shotgun, 2nd and 10. Ball is snapped. Snap a little high. Geno's going to throw it to Genty, and he's hit immediately. All right, ball is snapped. Geno looking, Geno throwing, and it's intercepted. Oh, Geno throws another interception. All right, looks like I'm gonna fall a little short of my fantasy team, man. Keenan Allen is not gonna get any more pub tonight, and I'm down 4 points. That sucks. But hey, this is the NFL on ABSN. Appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Check out KNP Productions, the official sponsor for the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. If you're a content creator, if you need an intro, or outro, or thumbnail, anything you need done as a content creator, hit up KNP Productions. Even if you want to be a content creator yourself, if you're looking to get into creating content, we have a 8-week class that KNP Productions teaches, and it's for a very good price, man. Hit up KNP Productions for your production needs, man. You've got ideas, but it's time to make them unforgettable? KNP Productions brings your vision to life with pro-level video editing, eye-catching thumbnails, custom logos, and branded backgrounds, all done virtually. Hosted a live stream, we handle the production in StreamYard, from smooth overlays to polished graphics. And if you're ready to level up, our 8-week content creator class gives you the skills, strategies, and confidence to grow fast. KNP Productions, virtual, professional, unforgettable. Book your virtual services today at knpproductions.com. All right, looks like the Chargers are going to win this game. Geno Smith just had a horrible, horrible night tonight, man. Horrible night. Fifth game with 3 interceptions or more. All right, 2nd and 3. And Harris is hitting the backfield. And Max Crosby got in there. All right. This is my last chance to win. 3rd and 4. Ball is snapped. Herbert looking, throws it, and it's behind Keenan Allen. Oh, man. All right. Tucker will return. Tucker gets to the outside. Oh, he's going to get to the 33-yard line. All right. Thank you to the 200 that's in the chat. Appreciate you guys. All right. Ball is snapped. Geno throws off of Tucker's hands. Tonight, 10 plus air yards, 0 for 10, and 3 interceptions. Man, Geno Smith has had a horrible, horrible night. All right, Gino throws, and that is incomplete. All right, 4th and 3. Gino in a shotgun. Myers in motion. Ball is snapped. Gino looking under pressure. Henley got him. Oh, wow. And they fumble. Good grief. Max Crosby gets in there and just blows up the whole play. Good grief. No, but play better in the air. All right, Jacoby Myers makes the catch. Ball is snapped. Gino looking. Gino throwing. Gino incomplete. All right, 4th and 5. Myers in motion. Ball is snap. Gino looking. Gino under pressure. Gino stumbles. Gino still under pressure. He's going to throw it, and it's going to end up incomplete. All right, Herbert in the shotgun, 2nd and 6. Ball is snap. Herbert throws. Keenan Allen for a first down. Oh man. All I need the Chargers to do is kick a field goal and I win my game. What's going on, Scoob? I just seen you come in. What's going on? I'm sitting here concentrating because I want the Chargers not to get this first down and kick a field goal. It looks like it's not gonna happen, man. All Keenan Allen had to do is get one more catch, and I would have won. Oh, oh, and they get the first down. Yep, there goes my chances. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man, that's a tough loss for my fantasy team too. But the Chargers beat the Raiders 20-9. Man, I'd like to thank y'all for watching. I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in. This is the Aboriginal Sports Network. This is the NFL on ABSN. And man, it's been a long day. Got off work, called the game for you guys. Got to be right back at work again. So I'm going to shut it down. Thank y'all for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button for the Aboriginal Sports Network, bringing you the heat, bringing you all the game calls and so much content on here. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that follow button on Twitter as well. But until the next time, peace.
Crunchy K.